Hello everyone! It is a beautiful early October day in Ukraine. I'm by the lake right now, like 30 minutes away from Kharkov, at a beautiful resort called Stary Saltov. I'm enjoying this weekend with my family, and I have decided to film a quick video for you because I have received some very important and interesting questions from our subscriber. By the way, thank you so much for all your questions, all your comments below our video. Thank you so much for actually subscribing and pressing like. Of course, I will write you a separate email with more details to answer your questions, all your questions. But I really wanted to cover these three questions in this video because I believe many people want to hear answers to them. Anyway, let's jump right into this topic. So the gentleman writes, in your videos, sorry if my understanding is wrong, you are speaking about Ukraine marriages for foreigners from developed countries like United States, etc. I'm from a developing country, India. From the city Bangalore, can I dream a Ukrainian girl? By the way, I have filmed a separate video, what do Ukrainian ladies think about Indian guys, and you can watch it. I will leave the link to this video below this one. So I have talked there for like 10 minutes. About Ukrainian girls dating Indian men. To be honest, in Ukraine we don't know much about India, even though in Kharkov you can meet many students from India who study in our universities, because we have like 40 plus universities, and many students from Africa, from India come to study. What else I wanted to tell about India? If you ask an average person what do they know about India, pretty much they will tell you Bollywood. This is the first thing that comes in mind, and maybe they can talk about Goa. When people ask me about India, I'm thinking about this novel Shantaram that I have recently read, and I have actually enjoyed. And of course, now I dream to visit Bombay. Sorry if I misspell it. And I dream to see this Leopold restaurant that is described in the book. So people in Ukraine, women in Ukraine, they don't know much about India to start with. They think about beautiful music, beautiful costumes in the movies. They don't know much. So this culture is not something you discuss every day or you face in your everyday life. Of course, not everyone will be open to relocate to India, because the language, you will have to learn a language which is not very I would say easy to learn and not very popular in Ukraine. Well, for example, English, it surrounds you in your everyday life. It's in your smartphone, it's in your laptop. So you kind of have to learn the basics because you live in the modern world. With India and with Indian culture, it is more complicated. But if you think that, okay, you are from India, so international dating is not for you, you're wrong. We are currently working with a gentleman from Zimbabwe. By the way, he's the first one from that country. Of course, it helps that he is quite cosmopolitan. He travels a lot, and he travels because of his business, and he speaks English really well, and his family is multicultural, so you can understand why he is into international dating. Not every lady will be willing to relocate to Zimbabwe or to India because cultures are very different, but I have said it in so many videos that it is always about a person. It's always about relocating to be with someone and not about the country. So when you think that ladies who enter our office say from the door that, oh, I want to relocate to United States, that's not the case. And in the majority of cases, ladies think that, okay, I want to meet someone maybe from Russia, because Ukrainian and Russian culture, they are very similar, or I want to meet someone from Poland because Poland is right on the border with Ukraine, so you can travel back and forth to stay in touch with your family. Or maybe I want to meet someone from Paris, and then you ask her, but why from Paris? Well, that's a romantic city, and I have read a novel. So the whole concept of international dating is romantic, but it is never about the country. Of course, if you live in India and you plan to stay there and you hope that you will meet a lady who will relocate to India to be with you, you should understand that it's not for everyone, and the majority of ladies will not be open to this. But you are not looking for the majority. You are not willing, I guess, to date many people. You are looking for someone very special who will tick all your boxes and you will tick all her boxes. And of course, one of the first criteria should be that she should be open to relocate for the right match to India. The next question. I'm working in a good company past 7 years in the same company and earning a decent salary in India. I'm ready to pull all my efforts to get a good job in Ukraine. Will the girl like me if I'm jobless there and searching for one? Okay, let's split this question. First of all, of course, if just imagine it that you're meeting someone randomly. For example, your family is introducing you to a girl, or you're meeting someone on a dating site and you write there that you don't have a job. Of course, it doesn't look that appealing to date someone who is jobless, because a lady can assume that, okay, why doesn't he have a job? He's not willing to have a job. Is he lazy? What is wrong with him? Why an adult man doesn't have a job? If you are asking that there will be a stage in your life when you will be relocating, for example, to Ukraine, and you will be searching for a job while you are already in relationship, then of course your girlfriend or your fiancé, she will know that it is temporary and it is just a stage in your life. By the way, if you plan relocating to Ukraine, then the pool of candidates who will be interested in you will be bigger, because there are so many ladies who are not willing to leave Ukraine and are open to date someone locally. But again, keep in mind that dating someone locally and dating a foreigner who has relocated to Ukraine, these are two totally different scenarios. If you have a job, and of course it tells a lot about you that you work for the same company for 7 years, that you are goal-oriented, that you like what you are doing. All women want to date someone who is goal-oriented, who is stable, who is mature, who knows what he wants, who can take care of the family. Because if you want to have kids in the future, like every woman understands, there will be a stage in her life and she will have to take a maternity leave, or maybe she will have to put her career on hold, maybe even quit a job if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom for a while. So of course it is important to understand that your partner is ready for this responsibility to take care of his family, of his wife and his future kid. So if your idea is to meet someone and build a relationship, and in this relationship to discuss with your girlfriend or with your fiancé where you will settle down, whether it will be India or Ukraine, that's a smart scenario. And of course a lady should understand that if you are leaving India and relocating to Ukraine, there will be a stage when you will have to adapt to the new culture, and probably you will have to change jobs. If you choose another scenario together with your girlfriend that she relocates to India, then of course you should understand that there will be a stage when she will have to leave her job in Ukraine and look for something in India. But anyway, I wouldn't start looking for someone while you don't have a job. Just cut it into different pieces. For example, at first meet a girl and then start relocating, because with your girl you will discuss and you will find out where she wants to stay, where you want to stay. You will choose where you will settle down, or start with the job search, and after, for example, you are settled in Ukraine, start to look for a girlfriend. Because if you will do everything at once, you will have to split your energy, you will have to invest lots of effort into two different directions. It can be too much. And the third question, I am now separated and going through a divorce procedure. As per current Indian situation, getting divorced will take around a year. I'm really upset and in urgent need for a girl company to go through this turmoil. Is it possible for me to marry a girl there in this condition without divorce letter? Of course you can't marry if you are not officially divorced yet. Regardless if you get married in Ukraine or another country, you will have to show proofs that you are officially single. So if you are not officially divorced yet, you can't marry in Ukraine. But if you are separated for a while and if you are already over that relationship and you feel that you are truly ready to meet someone for all the right reasons, of course you can start searching for someone, but be sincere, be honest with people you're meeting. Tell them that you are currently separated but not officially divorced, and it is important to be upfront, to tell a girl you are dating or you are meeting that well, I'm still officially married, but we do not live together, for example, for 1 year or for 6 months, and my divorce goes through several stages, and I will get final documents, for example, in 6 months or in a year, but I have already officially petitioned for this divorce, and we did this and that and that. If you're honest with the girl you are meeting, then maybe it can work. But again, I would recommend to talk to a psychologist first to make sure you're actually ready to meet someone, because timing is very important. We have this experience of working with people who, for example, were at their final stage, with gentlemen at the final stage of their divorce. For example, we have started the matchmaking process, and we know that in 2 or 3 months he will get final papers that he is officially divorced, and we have warned all the candidates whom we were introducing to this gentleman that he will get his papers, for example, in 3 months, or he will get his papers on October 26th. And usually we plan it this way, that at the moment when the gentleman actually goes out with ladies, he is officially divorced already. Because some people, they didn't want to lose several months, and in some countries a divorce actually takes longer than a year, because you have to go through several stages, and it can happen that people, for example, have been separated for a year, they don't live together, and the gentleman has already been in other relationships since that divorce, and he just waits for final papers. Each situation is unique, but if you are officially married and you can't marry a new person while you're still married, so you have to finalize one relationship before you can jump into another. Guys, I hope it was helpful, and I hope you're also having a wonderful weekend. I hope you're spending it with someone special, or maybe if you are watching this channel you are still single. Well, if you are still single, I don't know what you are waiting for. International dating is truly unique, and it is not for everyone, and I know that people who are international dating lovers, they are truly romantic, they are truly open-minded, and I'm happy to run this blog for like-minded people. I want to wish you love. Let me put my phone in the pocket. I will do a heart for you, Svetlana Muha, especially for Diolli.com, with love.